beautiful humans, I hope you're all having a wonderful gem of a day. Today I'm doing a Jennifer Lawrence Passengers makeup tutorial. Now I have actually already filmed this look and it went okay, it went pretty well, but I lost all of the footage. I mean basically all the footage. It was like over half of it I lost just completely. I have no idea what happened to it, so this is take 2. Also sorry if I'm a little bit quieter in this video because it is currently 1:30 in the morning and I'm trying to be a little bit quieter because I'm living in a house with 3 other people, so I have to be mindful of that and just be a little bit quieter. So sorry if I'm not quite as loud and bubbly as usual. Also sorry about my voice. I'm not really sure what's happened, but like for some reason my voice has been really weird the last couple of days. I don't know if I'm getting sick. I really hope I'm not, but yeah, my voice has just not been the best, so apologies for that. Now I went to see this film a couple of weeks ago and I absolutely loved it. It was beautiful. Oh my goodness, the cinematography was absolutely gorgeous. The soundtrack, don't even get me started on the soundtrack. I absolutely love Thomas Newman. He is my absolute favorite composer of all time, and oh my goodness, I fell in love with the soundtrack of this film, and just the sets and the editing and just everything was amazing. So I would definitely recommend you check that one out, especially if you love space, because I do love space, so I really enjoyed it as well because of that. Okay, now the makeup artist in this film for Jennifer Lawrence was Evelyn Naraz, and I actually did a look. It was a Jennifer Lawrence American Hustle makeup look, and the makeup in that film was also done by Evelyn Naraz. She also worked with Jennifer Lawrence on Joy and X-Men Apocalypse. So yeah, she's worked with Jennifer a number of times before and she is just amazing. So talented and always does an amazing job with her makeup. And when I saw this film and I saw the bar scene in it where they kind of go on their first date, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to recreate that look. I have to do that makeup look. It is so gorgeous. I don't know, I just find it really intriguing. Like I just find it so beautiful and I haven't really seen that many other looks like it. I don't know, it's kind of quite futuristic and glowy, but at the same time it's quite matte. I don't know, I was really intrigued by it. I really liked it. Now when I was researching for this tutorial, I looked up a couple of articles and I found this amazing article, which I will link in the description box. Just go and read that. It is so interesting. It's basically an article written by a guy who goes on the set of Passengers. He's allowed on the set for a day and he kind of observes everything and he talks about like the camaraderie on the set and how even though it's such a small cast, it is absolutely tiny. There's like 3 or 4 people in the whole film, but it's so intimate and everybody is so close on set. He said it was a really nice environment, so yeah, it was really interesting to read that article. He also said that everything on set was so detailed. It was incredible. Like everything is real. It's not a green screen. It's like they built the whole set. I will also link a video on behind the scenes because it shows like the massive sets. I mean, they're absolutely amazing and insane. So beautifully designed. The only real CGI is the sort of upper decks of the ship. So there's these scenes where you kind of see the whole ship and it's like this really long deck. And the upper decks, I think there's like 5 decks. The upper decks are all, it's like a green screen. But everything on floor level is completely real. They built everything. They built all of the signs. They built all of the props and the little decorations, little details. They built the sushi restaurant and all of the suites and the observatory. It's just amazing. Like I was so interested by it when I watched the behind the scenes. So the script was originally written by John Spates, who also wrote the original drafts of Prometheus and Doctor Strange. It was written in 2007 and it topped that year's blacklist of best unproduced screenplays. It was basically just too risky to make at that point because so many of the films out there, particularly things like space films and sort of, you know, superhero films and stuff like that, they were all sequels and franchises. So it was kind of quite a risky thing to make a standalone film. So it took a long time for them to be able to actually make it. So eventually in 2014, the rights came back on the market and yeah, they made an incredible film, which I would definitely recommend you go and see. Another thing, if you watch the behind the scenes video that I'll link in the description box, you can see they built these robots. Like they actually built the robots and they're operated by these 2 guys on this like dolly. They made like a dolly thing and they're all in like a green fabric, like a green screen, and they're operating these robots. If you watch the film, there's a scene in a restaurant where they're served by a French waiter who's a robot, and there's these 2 guys on the dolly behind it who are doing the voices of the waiter. Like I just thought that was so cool how they actually built a robot. Like you kind of would just assume it was CGI, but they actually built like pretty much everything, which is amazing. And the scene for this look, oh my goodness, the set for this scene is incredible. It's like this bar, this amazing sort of Art Deco style bar. It is so gorgeous. I was just sitting there going, oh my gosh, This is so beautiful. The whole film is just beautiful. So if you are a film nerd, if you're a film buff, I would recommend you check that out just for the visuals and for the music, if nothing else. Like, it's just gorgeous. I don't know what it was, but I kind of really related to it. Like, you know how there are some films that you just kind of connect with and you kind of like relate to the characters and the struggles they're going through and the decisions they're making. I kind of related a lot to the characters as well, so I kind of felt quite close to that film. I think I'm gonna have to see it another few times because it's just one of those films that I can't really describe it, but for me, films are like one of the most powerful things for me that really make me feel so strongly. They make me laugh, they make me cry. I mean, I just get so emotional with films and so involved and just fascinated by them. I just stare at them and I just smile and I'm just absolutely transfixed. I feel like a little kid every time I watch a film, and particularly when I go to a cinema. It doesn't even matter if it's a terrible film, I just love films so much. So yeah, I absolutely loved this. It was just a feast for the eyes and a feast for the mind and everything, and it was actually quite simple, but at the same time it was just so effective. And I actually really liked, even though there wasn't that many kind of crazy makeup looks in this film, because there's only one female character, so she's pretty much the only one that wears noticeable makeup, so there wasn't really that many scenes with anything insane. This was kind of the most makeup she wore in the whole film. For most of it, she was wearing very natural makeup, no makeup basically. And I actually loved that as well because it was kind of, even though it was quite natural, it was also quite perfect looking, like quite sort of porcelain, because she was supposed to be in perfect health basically. She'd been in this sort of machine that was keeping her perfectly in health. I don't know, I just really liked how Evelyn did the makeup to be just really natural, but at the same time almost unnatural, like kind of just so perfect that it was almost unnatural. So I really liked that kind of juxtaposition of the natural with the unnatural. And then for this look as well, it was like, even though it still looked quite natural, it was also very unnatural, almost like she was some sort of robot or something. So I don't know, I just really liked all of the juxtapositions in this film. I just felt like it was such a contrasting, like all of the themes and like the vastness of the set compared to how small the cast was, things like that. Just the contrast in this film were really interesting for me. So anyway, without further ado, because I will go on and on about this because I just love films and I can go on forever about film if you talk to me about it, so I'm going to shut up now and let us get into this makeup look. Okay, so I'm just going to start off with eyes. I'm going to use my Maybelline 24-hour color tattoo in Creme de Nude. And then I'm just going to set it using my Makeup Revolution Redemption palette Essential Mattes 2, and I'm just going to use this shade on the end here. Okay, and then just in the crease, I'm going in with my Revlon Colorstay palette in Passionate. I'm just going to use this silver shade here. I'm just working that into the crease, not on the lid. Just kind of building up that colour. And then I'm also just going to go in with a tiny bit of this darker silver shade and just darken it a little bit. But I'm mainly going to focus this on the outer 2/3 of the eye and not really go in to the inner corner. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my sleek Eye Divine eyeshadow palette in Storm. I'm just going to use this black shade on the end, and I'm going to go in with a denser, smaller brush and just put this on the outer corner and kind of make a V shape just on the outer corner. So like if you imagine your bottom lash line, you kind of want to extend the line and then bring it into the crease to create a V shape. Okay, and then with a blending brush, you just want to kind of soften that up. Okay, and then on the lash line, I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Superliner Perfect Slim, and I'm going to do just a really thin line just all along the length of my eyes. And I've also just tie-lined my eyes with that same black liner. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in with an eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to go back in with that same black shade and just put it over the top of that liner to kind of give it more of a matte look and also kind of intensify it a little bit. Okay, and then for mascara, I'm going in with my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. And I'm really going to focus this on the outer lashes, sort of like in the outer corner, just because they were quite noticeably sort of longer. Okay, and then a lot of focus on this look was on the skin, so it was like really beautiful and glowy and perfect. So I'm just going to go in with my sleek color correcting palette, and I'm just going to color correct. Okay, and then I'm going to make this quite full coverage. I'm really going to pack on the foundation just to make it as perfect as possible. So I'm going to go in with this Revlon Photo Ready Insta-Fix Stick Foundation, and this is in the shade Shell. And I'm just going to put this underneath my foundation. Okay, and then foundation, I'm just using my L'Oreal True Match foundation, and this is in the shade 3N. Okay, and then under my eyes, I'm just going to go in with some of that yellow shade from my Sleek Color Correcting palette. And then I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline Eraser Eye Concealer. And I'm really just using this to brighten up the center of the face, because it was very bright in this look. Okay, and then just to set it, I'm going in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, but I'm only going to sort of put this on kind of like the perimeter of my face and also in the T-zone. I'm not going to put it on my cheeks or on my cheekbones. I'm going to kind of leave those bare because I want to keep them quite bright and kind of glowier. Okay, on my cheeks, I'm just going to go in with my Revlon Charmed Enchantment Cream Blush. I'm just going to kind of pat this onto my cheeks and then kind of blend it out. Okay, and then I'm not really going to contour because I don't think she really contoured too much, but I am just going to kind of bronze up the outer perimeter of my face because I definitely noticed there was a lot more warmth and darkness on the perimeter of her face, but not any sort of obvious contour, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to go in with my Physicians Formula Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls in Light Bronze Pearl, and this is just kind of like a shimmery bronzer. I'm just going to really, really lightly put this around the perimeter of my face. And then I'm just going to contour my nose using my Makeup Revolution Ultra Pro HD Contour Palette. And I'm only going to lightly contour it, so I'm just going to use this shade here. Okay, for highlight, she wasn't really wearing too much highlight. I mean, generally in film, they don't tend to wear a lot. But I am going to put some on the bridge of my nose and also on my cheeks. So I'm going in with my Sleek Highlighting Palette in Precious Metals. And I'm just going to use this platinum shade here. I'm just going to go down the bridge of my nose, and on the ball of my nose, and also on my cheeks. Okay, for brows, I'm going in with my Maybelline The Nudes palette. And I'm just going to use this shade here. And there was kind of a slight arch, so I'm just going to brush them kind of up to the side. Okay, moving back onto eyes, I'm just going to go back in with that same black shade and the same eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to go underneath my eyes. And I'm just going to kind of blend it a little bit. And then I'm just going to line my waterline as well. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline Colossal Mascara on my bottom lashes. Okay, and then I just kind of cleaned up the lower lash line a little bit because I actually don't want it to go the full way along. I just kind of want it to go just to sort of about here and then start to blend away into nothing in the inner corner. And I'm also just going to kind of go back over the outer corners a little bit because the concealer kind of covered that slightly. And then just on the brow bone, I'm just going to go back in with that same colour I put on my lid. Just like the sort of skin colour from the Makeup Revolution Redemption palette. Okay, and then finally onto lips. I'm just going in with my Rimmel Oh My Gloss lip gloss in Crystal Clear, and it's just like a clear lip gloss. I'm just going to put that straight on my lips. And then just with some more of that highlight, I'm just going to go over the top of that. I'm also going to put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Okay, and that is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more videos just like this one. I do celebrity and film makeup tutorials. Also leave me a comment, let me know if you liked the video and what you would like to see next. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.